So we got a lot of stuff to do after this. That's why I said, let me just get dressed. And
Okay.
I smell like tequila. It's because I drank it.
You good?
Yeah. Is that good? It still look kind of crooked.
The phone just look like it, but I think it'll have us straight. Yeah, we good.
Right there. Okay. Oh. All right.
Let's talk about it.
Gotta get the lips right. Ain't got no chap lips on, what's that called?
Podcast.
The internet.
The internet.
Wish I go live on Facebook. I'm old, so maybe Facebook. Where you got more activity on? Facebook, Instagram?
Instagram. My Facebook be doing a little bit of numbers too. I mean, I ain't up there to 15K followers, but you know.
I mean,
it's some decent engagement.
It's been so stagnant since I got to that, but I stopped posting and all that, so I just and then my TikTok took off a couple months ago.
Look, I really suck at social media. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to get back in it.
I suck at social media too, but I know that's where the money resides. So
Facts.
gotta do what I gotta do.
You know.
I just don't know if I need to go on Instagram or Facebook. Maybe Facebook. They're more interactive. Okay, Facebook. Let's go.
So that we do the Julio Casamigos.
Neither.
Okay.
It was Dwayne Johnson's something. TRE something.
Terramana, yeah.
That part. And I said that when I got to the liquor store, and they're just like, yeah, we understand what it is. Oh, okay then.
Okay.
Financial literacy, that's what we talking about?
I mean, you tell me.
You tell me.
It's your podcast.
Financial
I'm the
literacy
host, so
it is.
yeah.
I'm gonna show your ass crazy. Okay. Woo. So you gotta get a little closer.
Alright.
They can't see you on Facebook.
They can't?
No, because you ain't close enough.
Alright, well, I'm right here.
Okay. We're here now.
Let's talk about it.
What's your name again?
Rayvon, Mr.
Rayvon.
Dunright.
Mr. Dunright?
Yeah.
Okay then. All right, so hey everyone, it's me, Cheryl Couture. I am here with Mr. Ray Dunright. And what is it that you do, sir?
What is it that I do?
Yes.
I teach financial literacy to people of color, basically starting with personal credit and business credit.
Okay, y'all know that was my space a little while ago. But tell my people something they need to know that they can do right now.
Okay.
Let's not even start there. Tell me about yourself.
Alright, so my name is Rayvon Sanders. I'm the owner of Dunright Consultations. As I told you, I teach financial literacy to the people, starting with personal credit and business credit.
Okay.
About me, I'm actually from Hammond, Indiana, and I'm a ex-truck driver. Look, we laugh, so I can't even do it. I can't get on the stage right? But yeah.
So you used to be a truck driver?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you stopped driving trucks and started?
Credit. Because
Okay.
I know that's where it's really at. That's
Everything
where the bag
started
at.
there. That's the foundation.
Yeah. Foundation
Okay.
for the generational wealth, like everybody always yell out, right?
Right. Okay. How long were you a truck driver?
A year.
A year. How long you been doing credit?
Credit, so I started in 2015, but I took it serious 2020.
Gotcha. All right. Married, kids.
So I'm single, 29-year-old single black male. You know?
Hey! All right.
I'm looking for that partner.
Okay.
Well, she don't find me, but anyway.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We're going to stay on credit. All right.
You know?
So, all right. So, when did you realize that our community was struggling with the whole credit thing?
Just going home. Basically, this April will make 3 years that I've been living in Atlanta, right? So each time I went back home, it's just the mindset, from the space that I'm in now, being around all the people that I'm around now, like, it's just different. Like, people, I was one of them though. Like I
Mhm.
used to cash out on everything. Like, hey, if I got the bread, I'm gonna just cash out. But
Okay.
then, we started learning credit and realized that you could really save that money and use other people's money basically to leverage and
Big
live the
facts.
life that you want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So now that you figured that part out
Okay.
in 2020, started helping other people, and what is the time frame for somebody to be like, hey, I don't have anything established, to hey, business credit and all this stuff like that? Or
Time frames.
business credit first, then personal credit. Because I'm a businesswoman, so business trump personal all the time for me.
Facts.
So
Yeah, that's the
tell
big
me,
bag right there.
yeah, right. So tell me that part when it comes to you.
Alright, so that part when it comes to me, basically I did start the traditional route with the building the EIN with the net 30 account. So get that pay that score up to 80, all of that. So you need about 3 or 5 vendors. You can start with Uline, Granger, Quill. Those are some of the ones that everybody will tell you in the business
Yes,
credit
I
world to
tell
start with. Yeah.
I could Google that. But then to get deeper than that.
Way
Okay.
deeper.
Oh, okay.
But so don't believe the hype that they tell you that they could get you $250,000 with no personal guarantee, right?
That's a lie.
It is capped.
Mm-hmm.
That's my word too, and it's capped. So really, being a personal guarantee, that's when you really gonna get to the real bag. And if you don't have no plans of your business failing, I don't see what's the problem anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure that personal credit is in order though. So
Absolutely.
680 or better,
Yep.
it gets you in the door.
Okay. You know a little something.
Yeah.
I see you. Yeah, I've been doing this, and everybody know, for a very long time. And I've been doing this since, maybe 2008, maybe.
Okay.
The whole business credit and all the stuff like that. So it is a very lucrative business, but for people to put the work in, do you come across any kind of hardships with that? Because they have to put the work in. Okay. I don't want people to think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, set everything up and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It is work. Because it's consistency and all this stuff like that. Especially when
just staying disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Okay. So, what else I need to ask? Because it's a lot that goes into that. Let's go on the personal side.
Personal, okay. Where do we start? All right.
My credit jacked up.
Credit jacked up.
I got 50,000 inquiries. I got 2 credit cards that I've been late on for the last 4 years. And I got collections. How can you help
collections.
me?
How can I? All right, so look. My thing is this, like I like to empower people, right? So I don't want you to just pay me to do it for you. I want you to also learn it because my motto is this. You didn't have to do it twice because you got it done right,
Mm.
So if you do something, that's where the done right name come from too. Growing up, they was like, listen, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. So I am Mr. Done Right for a reason.
Come on.
Now, basically, I want you to understand how credit works. When these lenders look at our profiles, they need to see like it's all about stability, basically, and our credibility.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to talk street, whatever. So it's like this: if I let you borrow $20, right, and you told me that you was gonna pay me next Wednesday, all right, Wednesday come and you don't pay me. All right, I'm gonna call you that first time, probably like, everything all right with you, but now you avoid it. All right. Now this scenario, and then I'm gonna let you know how I just broke that down, right? But you avoided me. But you actually paid me that following Wednesday, right? That still messed up your credit with me, but I'm gonna let people know, like, all right, I let them borrow $20. They paid me, but they paid me late. Okay, so don't know. I want my money on time. I'm pretty sure you do too, right?
Everybody do.
Exactly.
Everybody do. Okay.
So that's a late payment, basically.
Absolutely.
Now that makes up about 15% of your personal profile. Your payment history, no, I take that back. Your payment history makes up 35% of your personal profile.
Absolutely.
So if you got a late payment on there, 9 times out of 10, even if it's just one, you're gonna be at 99%, right? Overall.
That's why people like, oh, I only missed one payment, but like you said, 30%, it drops.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, it's very traumatic. I ain't gonna lie. When you make that one late payment.
One late payment
So,
will drop you for like 100 points. It can.
Depending on where you at.
Yep.
But if I have a late payment, and this is my first time having a late payment, is there anything I can do to get that taken off and or reconsidered?
Yeah, for sure. So I've really been tapping in with these consumer laws too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't 1532 don't do that to me.
I'm
Because
not
I don't know them
gonna
all.
drop
I do, but I don't. Not on the back of my hand.
I'm not gonna drop that at all.
Okay.
So what we can do is basically ask for forgiveness.
Okay.
They call that a goodwill letter.
Who do I send a goodwill letter to? Do I send it to the 3
CEO.
bureaus or?
CEO of the company that you just had a late payment.
First of all, he ain't even say. He ain't say the actual company. Straight to the CEO.
Straight to the CEO.
Okay.
We don't talk to the middleman. We go straight to the source.
Okay then. Y'all got that?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got all that.
All that.
Okay then.
All that.
All right. So we talked to CEO and all the stuff like that. What if they say your late payment is legitimate? We're gonna keep it on there. Then what?
All right. Now we start playing. Since they want to play crazy, we gonna go ahead and match them, right?
All right.
All right. So now we attack the bureaus because FCRA states anything inaccurate or unverifiable must be removed from a consumer report, right?
Inaccurate and unverifiable. Got that? Okay.
Now you thinking, because some people might have sent off a dispute and it came back verified, right? So we thinking, wait, how do they verify this? What's going on here? Because ain't nobody came to me and asked me what happened. So
Go ahead.
these the little tattletale little cousins, right? Like LexisNexis, ARS, CoreLogic, SageStream.
Okay.
You know,
What are those?
those secondary reporting bureaus.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's over 100 of them. You know.
Oh, okay.
But most of us only know about the big 3.
Okay then.
Equifax,
So we know it's over 100 sub. What we call them?
Secondary reporting bureaus.
Okay, there we go.
Well, agencies, right?
Who I never gave my information to, right?
Never.
Okay.
You know.
So,
And so
what do we do with those people?
we suppress them. We tell them shut up. Simply just listen. Do not sell my information. Don't let these people verify nothing about me. I'm not giving you no consent to do that. All right. So now, from that point, we reach out to the bureaus. We tell them, verify how it is that you even saying that this late payment is accurate. Because I didn't give you no permissible purpose at all, you know?
Oh, he used the P word. Go ahead.
to report any of this information. So now you gotta stand on what it is that you showing the world about me.
Okay.
Make them stand on
Because
it.
that's a little defamation if you ask me, telling everybody I got bad credit and I gave no, but that, okay then, but go ahead. So we suppress our information with the 100 plus sub credit bureau.
You don't
They
really
done-
gotta touch all 100 of them, but the main
I know
ones, like
the ones
shit.
that's actually reporting and giving the information to the big 3
Yeah.
is who you be like, I ain't never, who was you? So we did that.
Yeah, so we tell a cousin, them just shut up, keep your mouth
Little
shut.
cousins, be quiet. And then big cousins, which is big 3, how did you get this information if I never gave it to these people?
Exactly.
Then they can't verify the information with little cousins because you suppress that information. Then what?
I mean, it gotta be removed, and they have 30 days to do that too.
Because they have what? No
permissible purpose at all to furnish that information.
This is good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So once they, can't verify whatever it is, especially when it comes to like bankruptcies, and I know a lot of people used to ask me about, I have hospital bills and stuff on my credit, and what do we?
HIPAA, that's a violation of privacy. See, fine print is everything. Now,
That
I'm gonna
nobody
be completely
reads.
honest with you, because I don't read it all the time either, but it's good to do that, right? So all that, like those consent forms that you sign in when you go to the doctor, anything like that, that's basically saying that you don't consent to them to give your information out. Now, it is another paper that do say, well, am I able to share this information about you, basically, to my colleagues, I say.
Right.
So a lot of times, and you don't have to sign it. If you don't want to, you just don't have to sign it.
Absolutely.
You don't do it.
And they do pressure you to sign it.
Right.
They be like, yeah, you need to sign this if, but just know it's your right not to sign all the paperwork, and it's your right to read the paperwork that you're signing.
Exactly.
And I say that all the time. And if you ask a doctor and or nurse, what is it that I'm signing? They have to tell you what you're signing. They can't be like, oh, it's just X, Y, and Z, when it's actually ABC. So if you ask a nurse or a doctor, what is this I'm signing? They have to give you basically a breakdown of what it is you're signing, and then you can go ahead and you can read it yourself, or you can sign it if you feel comfortable with their answer. So I want people to understand, especially our people. We get in situations all the time, and we don't like to, I guess, feel stupid by asking questions, but questions is the only way you gain knowledge. So you need to ask. So let me just say that.
Right. Like when the teachers will tell you, there's no such thing as a dumb question. I mean, it's so true.
Right.
The only dumb question is the one that's not asked.
Exactly. So, okay. So now we're here. We got the hospital bills out the way. We suppress our information with the little cousins and all of that stuff. Now, how long would it take for it to like have effect on my credit? My credit is like 200. My credit score is 200. How can I get to like 800?
Okay.
Cause that's what used to happen. There's no 200 credit score. Just saying. But
right. But look, see, don't get caught up in that number. It's all about the profile, how it look, right? Yeah.
Go ahead.
So what a perfectly structured like report look like? 100% on-time payment history, right? You want to be reporting at 10% or under on the utilization side, basically how much of that available credit you use.
I thought it was 30%.
30%. Yeah, that's cool when you first start learning credit, but we're adults, right? So we do it big. So staying under 10%, that's gonna give you the best chances of getting or extending credit, I'd say, when you do go to apply for it.
Yes.
So 10% utilization. Now derogatories, that's late payments, collection, stuff like that. We need to have 0. We don't want nothing that makes us look bad in the eyes of somebody else. Basically, we don't want that on the report.
So I heard you talking about consumer laws. What's that?
So consumer laws is basically what the FCRA and the FDCPA.
What's FCRA?
I'm about to get to that.
Okay.
So, Fair Credit Reporting Act. Those are the statutes that's protecting us.
We get protection?
Yep.
Oh.
As consumers, we the people.
Oh, okay.
So the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, that's the FDCPA.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those two organizations, they protect us from what?
Malicious intent from the credit agencies or bureaus, however you want to call them, but basically Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. Like they protect us from them, from putting any type of information out there that's gonna defamate our character, or like tarnish our ability to now extend credit and live the lives that we really deserve.
So on some real stuff, deeper, we're going a little deeper.
Okay.
In your opinion, or your knowledge, either one, why do you think those 3 credit bureaus were established to begin with? Because it didn't get established until the
33.
Thank you. Like 1930s, but I know the exact number. So that didn't get established till then. Why? Why do you think, or your knowledge on
because
that?
It's all about business, right? It's just like a doctor and a mechanic, right? So the mechanic doesn't have a job unless that car breaks down. Doctors don't get paid unless we get sick. So, it's the same thing with the government. They don't get, it's all about control, really, first and foremost.
Okay.
It's all about control. But people don't take the time to really understand the laws or just have an understanding, period, on nothing. So that's something that they could just wave over people's head and, all right, you got bad credit, you got good credit. They tell you 750, you got a good score. That's it. It's just a number. But like I said, the 100% on-time payment history, because I didn't get a chance to finish, breaking that down.
I cut you out, my man. Go ahead.
All right, so look, running through it. 100% on-time payment history, 10% utilization, 0 derogatories, like I said, that's late payments or collections. Now the age of your credit needs to be at least 5 years. This just shows people that you're a little bit more vetted. You know how credit works. All right. Now those inquiries, you said they had 50 of them earlier, right?
50,000.
You know, you're not getting approved for nothing with that many inquiries because it's like.
But what part of the credit, like, is it? How much of that does it affect your credit?
10%.
10%. Okay.
But it's still like, you don't really. We know people be needing money, right? But if they got a history of just always borrowing stuff, I'm not trying to be that person. I don't want it just be my luck. I borrow it to you and then you run off on me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather lend somebody, you know, somebody that don't have no inquiries or they don't really have a history of doing that too often.
They ain't seeking nothing.
Yeah,
Look
because
desperate.
I don't feel like you really need it, or you might need it for real, but it's rare when you need it.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't have that many inquiries, but if you got a bunch of them, it's like, nah, you going through something right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, nope, I need my funds. You a flight risk right now. I mean, that's just how they really look at it, though.
Okay.
So you want to have no more than 3.
No more than 3 inquiries on your credit profile.
Yeah, across the 3 bureaus. So in total, you could have 9, but you know, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, at least 3.
Every company don't report to every credit bureau.
Exactly.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I might have learned a little something, you know what I'm saying? But all right. So my next question, it was just at the top of my head. Okay, either way. So when it comes to credit,
Okay.
if I have a certain score, you said 680 or 650?
680.
680. 680, I have a 680 credit score. I started my business 3 weeks ago, and I want to get into business credit. My credit profile, my personal credit profile ain't that bad. You know, I don't have that many inquiries, blah, blah, blah. So starting my credit profile, you gave me the 3 to start with, as far as Uline, Granger, Quill.
Yep.
I did that. What do I have to do when I open those accounts? Like, what do I have to do? They're all net 30s. Net 30 means, what does net 30 mean?
So net 30 is basically it's a credit, it's business trade lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have 30 days to pay it off, basically.
So net 30 means 30 days to pay
it off.
whatever I borrowed from that company.
Yep.
I got to pay it off in 30 days. Right. So how long do I have to do that before I get my 80 paydex score?
At least 3 months.
3 months. And your paydex score is?
So that's the business
So
credit number from Dun & Bradstreet.
Okay, so if I have a 680 personal credit score, my 80, that's for my business.
Right.
Okay, so it's equivalent to that.
Yeah. So your paydex score is just like the personal credit score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the
Business
credit score. Yep.
Gotcha. So if I had the 80 paydex score, what can I get with that? Outside of, I want like real money, not the net 30 account. I want real.
Yeah. So what you're gonna want to do is you want to personal guarantee everything, really,
Mm-hmm.
at that point. Good thing about it, like business do not report to your personal.
Correct.
You know, so.
Not correct. It don't.
Nah, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and sign on that dotted line. You get you 250,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know that these people. I don't know why. That's the famous number everybody like to go to, but yeah, it's really limitless. You could really run it up.
Okay. So I got the 680 personal credit. I go over here. I've been doing my thing with the net 30s account for 3 months.
Okay.
Everything is good with that. I've been paying on time, blah, blah, blah. Now I can go to anybody and get this, or is it certain people that you know will give you a certain amount when it comes to business credit?
Okay.
You don't have to give the people, but
Right. Yeah. I mean, plenty of them, but yeah, I would say start with the credit unions first.
Mm-hmm.
Interest, as business owners, we always want to cut off our overhead, right?
Absolutely.
So credit unions are for the people. Like everybody get caught up in the big names like Chase, Bank of America, all that. They, you know, they alright, like they cool, they give you the money, but credit unions are for the people for real and business owners. So they got the money to give and they want to give it to you, believe it or not. So start there, and the interest rate's real low. You know, you get it something like between 1% and 6%.
Okay.
You know, even if they give you 200,000, you know, what could you do with 200,000? Because I know what I could do with 200,000 and the interest rate on it like 3%.
You can flip it,
You know?
but you know. All right. So you can do that whole 200,000 with the credit union, and your credit union. Do it have to be in state, in town, or?
Nah, so see, that's another thing too. You can basically like a registered agent or be a member of that. Most business owners, they are manager members of that company, you know? So that not let you operate wherever you want to be at in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to just, I'm in Georgia, right? So a lot of people predominantly think I'm gonna do business just in Atlanta and Georgia. No, we do business in all 50 states, even wherever we can do some business at, you know, with the banks, that's where we at.
Okay.
I love using other people's money. The right way though.
It's not just to say you have money, but it's actually to progress your business and what you're trying to do and all that stuff. Okay then, I'm learning a lot today. Okay, so we did that. We got our 200,000 because we applied with a certain credit unions or whatever, and that's what you can get with him because he's gonna hook you up with that. So people who like inboxing me, like, hey, talk to him.
Yeah.
Talk to him. Okay, and I had to pause. Talk to him because you know I'm not. I'll tell y'all stuff, but that's not my 9 to 5 no more. So I got my 200,000, and what would you say that I could do? What are some quick? Because everybody want fast money. I don't want slow money. Period.
Okay.
And I tell people all the time, money loves momentum. Success loves speed.
Facts.
So I got my 200 grand. What would you say would be a perfect opportunity for me? And this is not with credit, but what would you do to flip your 200K?
Okay, flipping 200K.
Listen, do this at your own expense.
Right.
This is disclaimer. Do it at your own expense. We're just giving some little tidbits. If you want to do it, fine. If not, fine.
So like the Airbnb market, short-term rental space, that's where it's at right now, especially.
Okay.
So find you a spot that you can actually do corporate leasing. And short-term and out, just the Airbnb, because a lot of people like having the luxury of space and just feeling free, you know, instead of dealing with traditional hotels and stuff like that.
And might I add, a lot of people who credit ain't together. Y'all go to these Airbnbs, VRBO, and all the stuff like that, rent it for a month, do real good with it, and continue it after that. A lot of them take it off the market because you're a really good tenant with that. Get what you can afford. Right. They're good tenants with that. So they'll give you the property or whatever as a lease instead of it just being a corporate lease. So, but that's not it. You don't stop with Airbnb.
No,
you can also do
Turo.
You can do okay.
Yeah, the car rental game. Yeah, for sure. So you know, typically when people used to go rent cars, they wanted you to have like a major credit card on file. Well, now we undercut them, and this gives you the opportunity to drive cars that you dreamed about. You could drive your dream car, because a lot of people, they put their exotics out there for the rent.
It don't be for the low, but be attainable. So if you are saying, yes, I want to get this, Tesla, but you never drove in one, you never had one, you get one for the weekend, see what it's like before I tell my people into, manifestation and all that stuff. Rent it for the weekend, so you can see yourself in it. A lot of people, their imagination don't work like that, but they actually want to see it. So get it, take pictures in it, videos in it, all that stuff. Do that for the weekend and see how it work out. Oh, back to Airbnb. When you do short-term rentals or rental arbitrage, what they call it, you don't have to just do Airbnb. You can do it for nurses and doctors and all the stuff like that. It's one website called Furnish Finance. They do it for nurses, especially right now in the pandemic. You want to have that space for those professionals.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't have to just say, oh, Airbnb. No, it's a whole lot of platforms where you can rent out your space to professional people who you know you're gonna get your money. Same thing with Turo.
Exactly.
Professional people. I have cars on Turo, and my thing is, like, they don't pay for it. Their company pay for the cars because they give them a stipend for a certain amount per month, and they like, okay, or per week or per day. If it's on Turo, they give him $100 a day for a rental car. Exactly. And it's like, okay, but it's a stipend. So they just get that money, then they turn around and be like, your car is $55 a day, I could pocket the other $45. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's stipend. So y'all don't limit yourself to when it comes to making money. Everybody say 7 streams of income. Fine. Do it passively. Stop feel like you have to work 7 jobs or have, all this stuff. No. Passive income is where you make your money, the bulk of your money. So that's why I got out of the whole credit thing, because it's ain't passive, but it's active income, and I ain't got time.
Yeah, it's tedious. Credit is definitely not for everybody.
It is. So. And if you don't get the people the result in the time frame, it's just like, I paid you all this money. Listen, I did what I had to do in the first 30 days. Your credit score went up 100 points. I mean, you got to do something outside of that.
All right, just like, cash is a tool, credit is the same thing. It's a tool to leverage, just change your life with it, though. If you can be irresponsible, and I wouldn't advise you to do that, because you'll be in the same situation you just got yourself out of, right?
Facts. Yep. Yeah. So, yep. And a lot of people, they don't have that discipline.
Yeah.
So, we was talking about this last night, me and my friend. A lot of people get themselves out of debt to get back into debt. You will pay off your car or you'll pay off your house and then turn around and get right back into debt. Refinance your house or take a second mortgage on your house, all this stuff like that. But if you don't have a plan for anything that you do, you might as well just not do it, because you need a plan.
Yeah.
You need a plan. Don't steer these people wrong.
I'm not going to steer them wrong. Okay. You definitely need a plan for everything you do. But sometimes you don't just get stuck in planning too much, because you end up not doing
anything.
Right. So,
Okay. But yeah.
Get that plan, get you a vision board, and that's what it's there for. It's a vision board. Check it off. Just go down there and let's keep going.
Okay, then. Well, because I have to go to dinner and whatnot, we're going to cut this short. Okay. But if they want to reach you, how they reach you?
All right, so you can find me on Instagram at _1_ Mr. Dunright, spelled exactly how it sounds.
All right, so that's it. That's all I got for y'all. Anyways, y'all get at him for y'all credit need and all this stuff, and I'm gonna stay in contact with him. So don't message me about him. Go to his page on Instagram, please, and thank you. Anything else you want to say?
Just financial literacy, all 2022 for the people, and just multiple streams of income. Stay tapped in for sure.
Okay, bye y'all.
All right, so
I don't have an ending, so I don't even know how to end this stuff, but
It's all good.
And y'all got all this good information for free again. Good night. They be like, sure, you always giving all this information. Yes, because I want us to be educated, but at the same time, y'all can be doing shit because it's free.
Hey, so let me know how I do.